Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your first week of October collective reading. Now keep in mind it's a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be pinned in the comments section below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that you guys are doing well. So first and foremost, I want to say happy October. Let's start this month off positively. If you have not seen the post that I did for the shorts in regards to October, please check it out. Or it was one short that I posted so far. Please check it out. It's a couple tips and things like that for what you can do to help this month progress smoothly. Also, it talks about things that you will experience or things that you should take account of. Like, of course, today is October 1st, so we have entered a new energy time frame. October 6th, we will have a full moon. October 10th, energy portal. And then October 21st, we have a new moon. So check out that energy. Make sure you post it. Like save it on your calendar and things like that. Because I feel like it's going to be very important during this time. You guys know I always talk about the full moons, new moons. Those are big deals energetically. Because the moon rules over our emotions and feelings. And we need to be aware of that at those times. But I feel like specifically in October, that's going to be a really big deal. Because, the number 10, October, is associated with completions, new beginnings. So it's going to be big. These moon phases are going to usher in major energy. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Also, if you didn't, because I try to remind you guys, and luckily today is October 1st, first thing in the morning on the first day of every single month, you should say out loud, rabbit, 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 rabbit. You say it 3 times. That ushers in good luck and abundance for the whole entire month. And you say this every single month. If you have not said it first thing in the morning, then you'll say rabbit, rabbit, rabbit 3 times backwards. So Tabar, Tabar, Tabar. So if you're watching this right now, you have not said it, say Tabar, Tabar, Tabar. For those of you new to tarot and things like that, and you feel weird about tarot readers, you feel like it's witchcraft and anything negative. If you have any negative association with it, I assure you this is not calling any spirits, anything like that. You are just ushering in good luck and calling in abundance for that month. We are co-creators, so we have to be active in the co-creation of things that happens for us and to us, right? Speaking of that, let's talk about the song that I got. So the song that I got was Solid by Ashford and Simpson. Ashford was a Taurus and Simpson is a Virgo. So you could be dealing with, or you yourself could have Taurus or Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, also North Node placements. Also, these time frames could be very important to you or resonate. Taurus season is April-May time frame, and Virgo season is August-September. And we just left Virgo season, right? Now, when I say these time frames could be something of importance to you, I feel very much like for a lot of you all, you have been feeling like you are going through some spiritual attack. For a lot of you all, you have. I'm just going to tell you that flat out. A lot of y'all have been under spiritual attack, and that happens. We're always going through some type of spiritual battle, so don't have fear in your heart. You never have fear in your heart about stuff like this. You strap your boots up and get ready for war. But here's the thing. You're not going into war. You're not going into battle by yourself. You're not. Let me tell you guys something I've seen, and I know when I see stuff like this, spiritually, I know for a fact what this means and how important this message is. So when I was meditating, I kept seeing the essence, the energy of Archangel Michael. For those of you who don't know, Archangel Michael is the leader of heaven's army. So to see that energy, that lets me know that when you have that type of energy around you, either you are getting ready to embark upon a very, very, I'm going to say from source of words, a very serious battle. Like you are getting ready to go through something that is going to require the maximum spiritual and energetic protection, or you have just recently came out of it, and the seeing that energy lets me know that he wants me to share with y'all. You have not been dealing with none of this by yourself. You have not been dealing with any of this by yourself, because what I heard is your spirit guides don't play about you. Your spirit guides, your guardians, they don't play about you. They are always battle ready when it comes to you. There are battles that are being fought on your behalf that you have no clue about. And it's possible because you're going through so much in the physical, you don't even realize what's happening around you energetically. I want to just break down really quickly what spiritual attack can look like. Because people think spiritual attack is like you could be, you know, mentally unstable, which it can cause that. Okay, it can cause mental instability. It can cause extreme depression. It can cause you to have physical ailments, like become physically ill, like nonstop. Every time you look around, something's wrong with you physically. It can be financial burdens, financial hardships, financial losses. It could be physical losses, like losing family members and friends, like left and right. Every time you look up, something like that is happening. You are being attacked. Your defenses are being weakened, because spiritually, that's what happens with that type of energy. That's what spiritual attack can look like. Spiritual attack can look like you grieving things that you haven't physically lost, but it just doesn't resonate with you anymore either. You could feel like you don't know how to push forward some days. And I want to bring this up very quickly, and I claim that nobody experiences this. I pray over you if that is the case. But I've been seeing this a lot in the news lately, where a lot of these young, like very young ladies, like in, you know, teen moms, early 20s, they are losing their battle to depression and stress. They definitely are spiritually in battle. I don't know if you guys have been seeing in the news, all these young ladies, young mothers, they have like 2 to 3 children, and they are taking their lives because they just feel overwhelmed. They feel stressed. They don't have help. They don't have community. They don't have it. And they're just like, I can't live in this existence anymore. These are young women who I have been seeing, like every single story that someone tells about these young women, they're saying how they know for a fact that these young girls loved their children. Their children were their life, but that was it. And before someone jumps in the comments, because I don't like comments like that, I'm just going to keep it real with you. It'll be deleted. Don't even waste your time. Before somebody jumps into the comments and say, well, they knew better before they laid down and had these children. Keep in mind, they didn't do this alone, but they were left alone to deal with it. And then they didn't have a village. Now, I'm not saying it's okay, because you guys know I am, well, if you're new to the channel, I'm one of 3 females. I have 2 siblings. Was only raised by my mother because my father passed when I was 12. And I'm raising a daughter of my own, and I have a niece. So I have empathy, and I speak to my daughter all the time about being mindful about the choices that you make. But guess what? This life is a journey, so we don't condemn people, or we're not supposed to be condemning people from the choices that they make, whether they're good or poor. That's a part of their journey. But what's not a part of your journey is feeling alone and feeling like you don't have community, you don't have support. And I'm bringing up the story with the young ladies because they didn't feel the support. They felt embattled, and they felt like they were dealing with it by themselves. And I feel like Spirit wants me to give you this message that you are not alone. Even if you don't feel like you have support in the physical, you definitely have spirits surrounding you, and they are fighting battles that you do not see. They are already fighting for your victory. They're already fighting for your victory. And then with the song Solid, you know, the hook of the song is solid like a rock. I know this is a love song, but Spirit, if you listen to the lyrics, they're talking about a love-based situation. But if you really read the lyrics and put it in a spiritual context, they say multiple times in the lyrics about how I don't judge you. We're learning, we're growing together. And that's what Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying, regardless of what bad choices you made, the lack of decisions you made, staying stagnant, procrastinating, whatever, regardless of that, I'm going to remain solid, and I'm going to protect you. I'm going to protect you. It takes a lot to break a rock, break a boulder. Go outside and try to break a rock right now. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take for you to have some real strong tools to break that rock, even the smallest of pebbles. If I got a crystal right now, it's going to take a lot for me to try to smash this. It's going to take a lot of force. So it's going to take, and it's going to take repeated force. So yeah, you may be going through something over and over and over again, but Spirit is saying, like, you won't be destroyed. It will not happen. You have protection. That is happening right now. And that's what your spirit guys want me to let you know. Okay, and some of you guys, you may be seeing like blue auras around people, blue orbs, or all of a sudden you're drawn to the color blue. If that is the case, you definitely are being surrounded by the energy of Archangel Michael. You are being protected because, again, either you are getting ready to embark upon a very challenging journey, or you're currently in one now, or you're coming out of one, and that's the way that Spirit is showing you, like, I'm here. I'm with you. That's seeing Spirit essence. That's what Spirit's telling you, okay? So let's talk about the spirit animal. The spirit animal that we have is the beaver. The beaver talks about building a spiritual dam to block out interference. And that's what your spirit guys are doing. They're blocking out interference. They're building up a wall where nothing can afflict you to the point where you, like I said, I'm not getting destruction for you. You may feel like life is over or life has been challenging. That's what spiritual attack feels like. It makes you feel woeful. It makes you feel like you're defeated. they're saying spirit is building a spiritual dam around you. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out. Okay. Diligence, cooperation, persistent creation, teamwork, encouraging you to nurture your goals, creating a stable foundation, isolation, and also rebuilding. So with isolation, they're telling you you need to pull back. And it's making me think about the building of the wall too. You need to pull back and set boundaries with people. You need to block certain people out of your life, get certain people out of your business. I don't care who they are, brother, sister, even your partner. Certain things, yeah, if you're in a partnership, married, long-term relationship, whatever, they need to know certain things, right? But if you feel like they are a part of the problem, you need to keep certain things to yourself so that you can heal and remedy it. Because sometimes the ones close to us is the ones that's causing us the most grief. There's a lot of people in relationships that feel like their partners are the op. And that's facts. I get this all the time in personal readings, that people are living with the enemy. But because of financial reasons, because there are children involved and they don't want to break up a home and things like that, they stay in situations. And this happens every single day. So again, the encouragement for today is you are not alone. You have a spiritual tribe. They are surrounding you. And even though you don't see it right now, they got on all their gear, all of their armor, all of their gear, and they don't play about you. They are going to go hard in the paint, okay? So let's talk about some names. First, middle, last name, street name, business name, locations. We also have a couple numbers and time frames. And if you don't hear anything that resonates with you, it doesn't mean that this is not your reading. This is just, it may be amplified for someone who resonates with these mentions, okay? So we have Logan, Pierce, Manuel, Asia, Valerie, Nicole, Ashley, Nicholas, Ray, New York, Connecticut, Ali, and when I'm getting Ali is Ollie, Spike, Armstead, Holly, Jones, Teddy, South Carolina, Louise, Connor, Orion. We have the number 22. We have the year 2011. We have the month of May, the month of August. And I also, and this is very random, but it is a collective reading, so anything could pop up. Before I got ready to press the star button, I heard Sudan. Like, we're going to hear breaking news about something happening in Sudan. This has nothing, I don't feel like this has anything to do with any of us personally. It's just something that we're going to see play out on a global level. Unless you grew up in Sudan, you're going to travel to Sudan for work or something like that. But I'm getting like literally not just like a small story. I'm getting breaking news. Something that's going to happen in Sudan is going to affect the states. Like, I'm getting something about it's going to change or put a new law in place because of something surrounding that. It's going to have a ripple effect is what I'm getting here. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump into it. And you know, it's interesting. And I hate this because I know there's a lot of stuff going on out there and they're not talking about it, of course, but they are under attack and they have war and stuff going on in Sudan, but it may be something like more is going on and they're not keeping it under wraps. And I'm not trying to get too much into it, but I just brought that up because, like I said, I feel like if you were drawn to this message, you are going through some type of spiritual attack or you're getting ready to go through it. And again, it's not for you to be fearful. The message has called you in because they're telling you, like, keep in mind, whatever you go through, you're not going to go through it alone. So with you all, I'm getting spiritual, but there could be something physical that's going to play out as far as that goes, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go through the deck until we get the major arcana of the sun and the moon. We'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then we'll get clarifiers for the collective. Currently at the bottom of the deck, yeah, something going on that you don't see about. You don't even see that your spirit guys, man, they already armed and ready. Don't she got 2 swords there? You don't see it, though. But she got those swords, and she's in the spirit room, right? So I'm telling you, your spirit guards, they armed and ready, and just as calm and peaceful, because you know what? They already know they're going to win. They got you. The eyes are not covered with, like, blindfolds as wings, so that lets you know there's angelic presence at play here. You have spiritual protection. I was telling you, Archangel Michael, his color is blue. And if you see like the diamonds here and the swords, even the third eye. And remember, I told you, I've seen it. Like spiritually, I'm seeing it in the third eye. When you see spirits and things like that, it's through the third eye mainly. You think you're seeing it through the physical eye. It's the third eye. That's the spirit eye. And for a lot of y'all, that's the facts right there. You do have divine protection. And they're already armed and ready. They just like, tell me when to go. Let's go. Let's get it. A lot of y'all, I have to mention this also because a lot of people don't know this, and it may sound weird, But this is just facts. We have free will. Humans have free will. And our spirit guides and guardians cannot interfere in that because we have free will. We have to allow it. If you feel like you have been under spiritual attack and you're like, ain't no way I'm being protected with all the stuff that I'm going through, you need to say out loud right now, I allow you, my spirit guides of light, love, and divine protection. I allow you to step in on my behalf and protect me. You need to say that because now you're giving them permission. And like when you sign contracts, you sign your name on that dotted line, you're giving permission to be charged for this. You're being, you're signing a contract agreeing to that. You need to give them permission. And it's just that simple. You ain't got to do nothing else. I give you permission, but make sure you say certain words. Spirit guides and guardians of light, love, and divine protection, because you don't want to call in anything else. We are surrounded by many, many energies. You want to make sure you call in the ones that are protective of you. Solid as a rock. Spirit gonna hear a call, and they working with you. They're looking in each other's eyes. They are working with you to make sure you are protected. So again, we want to get the sun and the moon. You got some blockages here. Well, I say you feel defeated. You see how that wouldn't go into the deck? You feel defeated. You don't even know Spirit got your back. Some of you guys, you got 2 spirit guides, 2 angels, 2 guardians, and they got your back. Those cups are right behind his back. He has on his armor, which means he went into battle, but he's on his knees. He feels defeated, and that's exactly what I was telling you all today. A lot of you all feel defeated. Spirit like, nah, watch this. I got you. Okay, you got another blockage. Card won't go in. You see that? See, it's like a lot of attacks coming at you. I can't make this up, y'all. It's like you just got a lot of attacks coming at you. It just feels like left and right. 7 of Wands. But do you see how, even though all this is coming to him, look at that glow, that heavenly glow coming from behind him. And it's coming from behind his back. Spirit has your back. No matter what comes at you, Spirit has your back. I felt that and I know it. Yep, and you will be victorious. 6 of Wands, success, attainment, achievement, victory. Notice how you had the 5 of Cups. This man was in his armor and he was on his knees. He felt defeated. The 7 of Wands, he didn't have on armor, but he had his wand across his chest and he was being protected. And there were glows coming from behind him, and he has on armor, which means you've been through some type of battle. And you're coming out of some type of battle. This is Leo energy, and I did say one of the time frames was August. So some of y'all may have been going through something very difficult, like some type of spiritual battle, spiritual attack began for you in August during Leo season. Or you could be an August Leo. Look, and Spirit like, you don't fight alone. I got you. I got you. So, again, we want the sun and the moon. The card that comes before and the card that comes after. Okay, I have to go back to this. Something with Leo for sure. Remember, this was our first card, and then right up on it, you got the strength card. Leo again. You start off with Leo at the bottom, and you got Leo again right behind this first card that we've seen. So you are being protected. Sun and the moon, the card comes before, and the card comes after. For the collective. There's the sun. You have divine protection. Look at that right in front of you. Look at that angel. And I feel like some spirit guy, like a group of spirit guys. You see how he's like calling them in? You know what's so crazy? I've never heard this before, but look, I'm telling my age. There is an era with the Power Rangers, and there was this, the Green Ranger. His name was Tommy, and he would play this flute. Dun, 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 and he would play this little flute, and then like all his little machine and stuff would start working, his little whatever. And that was like his call to action, let people know, like, okay, we finna go into battle. It's about to go up. And for some reason, I don't know why, there's just morphed into that. But I'm seeing them like blowing that to let people know, like, oh, come on, Rangers, let's mount up, let's go. We about to go into battle. You see these spirits here? These are your guardians and guides. And oh, this is crazy. Remember, I was seeing Archangel Michael, colors blue, and you got all this blue energy here. And he is the leader of heaven's army. And it looks like he's leading, he's calling in his army to say, okay, we got a battle to fight. Let's go. Mount up. Put your armor on. Let's go. So I'm going to say this again. You are being protected. You got the sun. That's great. Wow. Look at this. I can't make this up, y'all. 5 of Swords. Conflicts, arguments, disagreements, battle. Battle. People who have been opposing you, people who have been trying to come for you, people who have been making things difficult for you, they are about to fall at your feet. They are about to lose. Death card and ending. You are coming to the end of a very, very, very heavy cycle. For a lot of you all, you will see, like physically see how things are shifting for you by Scorpio season, which is a very positive thing because it's not that long from now, because Scorpio season starts in October. It's at the end of October. That's crazy because, okay, somebody's name could be Tommy. I forgot what his real name was, but I know, ooh, wow. That's so crazy. Okay, so not to go dark, but I just have to say it because everything that I get, like messages, it happens for a reason. It's meant for me to share. If you've been having very deep thoughts, please speak to somebody before it gets too far removed, where you feel like you're unreachable or you just can't take anymore. Because for some reason, I use this deck every single day, but I've never ever thought about dude from Power Rangers, Tommy, and him blowing that little whatever tool. But I just thought about it. The person who played Tommy in the Power Rangers, he unalived himself because of depression. That is crazy. I've never thought about that before today. I seen that. Did he pass? What, 2-3 years ago? And he couldn't deal with the depression and things like that, and he unalived himself. So please reach out to someone, get help. Please. I'm gonna try. Because I used to have it up under there, but I want to make sure I leave up under in the description box the suicide hotline number. And don't be offended if you feel like, well, I would never do anything like that. I get it. But maybe if you're talking to someone and someone that you love is showing signs, then maybe, insist on them talking to someone. Because sometimes we do these reasons, it's not always about us. It could be about somebody else. Like somebody else may need these messages, okay? Yeah, it's going to end. Okay, you got the death card, and then remember we had this earlier too. You're coming to an end because your spirit guides, they don't play about you. They are right there. You see that right in each other's face. Your spirit guides are right in your face. They're going to make sure you are protected. Now, for those of you who ask questions like this, because I've done that and sometimes I still do. Okay, if they are here protecting me, why was I allowed to go through so much? Because certain parts of the journey they could not interfere in because that's part of your soul's contract. You had to experience certain things. You had to. And it's not just about us. Like if it's losing loved ones or losing a romantic partner or something happening to someone else, yeah, you may be experiencing it with them, but if it's something happening to somebody else, that's a part of their journey. You are just a part. You're just linked to it. And certain things your spirit guides can't step in with, especially when it's external factors. You get what I'm saying? So let's get the moon. There you go. Right in front of the moon, you have the 6 of Pentacles. Some may have a 6 in their birthday, the 6th, the 16th, the 26th, because we did have the 6 of Wands earlier. You have the moon. And then you have the Fool card, taking a leap of faith into something new. And dogs talk about loyalty and companionship. And it's like his foot is in a loop. And so that dog's getting ready to jump through hoops. AKA, spirit will jump through hoops for you. And it goes back to what I was talking about with the song Solid as a Rock again. If you really listen to the lyrics, they're talking about no matter what we've been through, no matter what happened, I don't expect you to be perfect. And I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm still going to stay solid. Some of you guys may have made some decisions that you have now looking back felt like it's foolish. But that's not going to stop spirit from, jumping through hoops for you. It's not going to stop that. And that's a major arcana. It's definitely, look at furthermore confirmation, bam. Are we not seeing this? There are 78 cards in this deck, right? And every single card that we were getting initially, the cards that are coming out are right in front of or very close to, which means it's resonating with that energy. So that's, yeah, we on point. We right on the mark with that. Yeah, spirit just wants to confirm you are not alone because somebody feels like giving up. Someone feels exhausted. Someone feels like they don't have enough energy to keep going on, or wondering how they would have, because you may not be one of those people that feels like I can't go on. You may wonder, how do I get the energy to keep going? When you hear that you don't do stuff alone, a lot of the time it gives you this push to feel like keep going because you got support. You may not see it, you may not feel it right now, but you do have it. Solid as a rock, 9 of Pentacles, being solid, being protected. When I think about Pentacles, I definitely think about stability and things being solid, because Pentacles is associated with the roots, the concrete, the foundation. And so you are being protected. You are definitely being protected. Somebody definitely is a Taurus. Remember, okay, Taurus or Virgo. Because remember, I did say that couple. So Ashford and Simpson, they were a couple, right? Husband and wife duo, musical duo. And you do got Pentacles twice, so it could be Taurus or Virgo, so that could very much resonate. Or like I said, something could have happened in Earth sign season, either Taurus or Virgo, because Virgo season is in September. And you do got 9 right here. Wow. Spirit is like, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. Everything's going to be taken care of. I'm also getting some karmic debt is being paid off. And also, they're saying like a lot of things that you have experienced lately was to pay off karmic debt. That's when I have to explain this. When I say karmic debt, that does not mean that you were a horrible person. You did something bad. You may be paying off karmic debt from your past ancestors or past lives or whatever. But I want you, the main thing that I'm noticing about this is how he's look how gentle his hand is as he's holding that pentacle. Spirit is like, I got you. I'm holding you. I'm holding you down. You good. You're in good hands. That's what I'm hearing. Like, you're in good hands. That's funny because now I'm thinking about, what's that, the slogan, you're in good hands with Allstate. Somebody needs to renew their insurance. I'm also hearing that somebody needs to get a insurance bundle, like life insurance, health insurance, vehicle insurance. Get a bundle. It'll be cheaper because you did have a couple Pentacle cards there. Because, yeah, they could be saying that you're wasting money the way you're doing it now. Because somebody's issue could be finances. And it's like, okay, start looking at your finances where you're spending too much money. I told you, spiritual attack as soon as I parted it. But here's the thing. You ain't looking in that direction no more. You see how she's looking back? Her body is going towards it, which means some of you guys are still in the thick of it. But then you're looking towards the future and realizing, like, ain't nothing going to keep me bound, because the devil keeps you bound. Both major arcana is definite energy. You got Capricorn here. You have Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio here with the World card. Travel distance for a movement, one cycle ending, new cycle beginning. And we talked about that earlier when we seen the Death card. That's ending. You guys are moving away from a cycle of heavy toxicity. Drama. The devil always brings drama, toxicity, heartbreak, grief. You know, you're coming out of that. And also the devil is associated with those negative thoughts. Like when you think about when you see the cartoons where you have a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. The fact that she, on the World card, she was looking the other way. You're not listening to the negative thoughts. You're listening to the positive, or you're getting ready to experience positive shifts in your way of thinking. Bottom of the deck, you have, hello. Come on, y'all. What's up? Six of Wands. Second time you got it. You will have victory. Flawless victory. You are coming out of circumstances that were meant to break you. You have a lot of people celebrating this individual, but I always notice, look at this person right here. He look mad, don't he? Somebody close to you, because he's in this celebration, he's close to this person. Somebody close to you doesn't want to see you succeed. Somebody close to you doesn't want to see you thrive. It could be a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that's holding you back, be it a partner or a family member. Your job could be holding you back. Hell, where you reside, because Pentacles also talk about where you live, could be holding you back. Some of y'all need to move in order to have success. So we're going to go through the moon first, and then we'll do the sun. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles. Universal energies of, like, okay, the Spirit's telling me to talk about this. You got two people, 1, 2, behind him that has to be defeated or is being defeated. And then you got two hands reaching out, like, gimme, gimme, gimme. The Spirit is saying, like, a lot of y'all got two people in your energy that got to go. They got to go. Or there's two people in your life that have been causing conflict, you know, that you have been bound to, that's unhealthy. If you think about what we just seen, the devil, there were two people bound to the devil. One could be a masculine, one could be a feminine. Doesn't have to be. I'm just getting that there's two people in your life that you have to let go of. They've been holding you back. They've been causing conflict in your life. It has to be addressed. The Death card. We've seen this again. Again, things are going to be coming to an end by Scorpio season. This is the major arcana for Scorpio, and it is upright, and we do have reversals in this deck. You see what I'm saying? We got reversals here. You know what I mean? So they're telling you that something is coming to an end. It is with this situation. And it'll allow you to have a new start, like a new outlook on life, which is very positive. Clarify for the Six of Pentacles, universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Okay. Look what flipped up. You will be victorious. The Sun card. The most positive card in the whole entire deck of tarot. Leo, again, you got a lot of Leo stuff here. Or, you know, we had Leo popping up multiple times. We had the World card. That's Leo is in that energy. You got the Six of Wands twice. That's Leo. And then you got the major arcana for Leo. And I did say August when I was talking about months. So wow, you got Leo here also. So something happened to you all in Leo season. When you have a king or queen in reverse, this person has felt like they've been stripped of their power, knocked off their throne, made to feel small. So some of you all have been going through something very challenging since Leo season, or a negative Leo influence could be a reason for why things are so different or challenging for you. But things are getting ready to turn in your favor for the best. So I'm going to move this up so you guys can see the cards. It's going to go in your favor. You got the sun here. Okay. Make sure it's in the frame. So yeah, you guys have good news coming in. And that's what I said. This is confirmation because this is victory. You had 6 of Wands twice, confirming victory. This is the ultimate confirmation of victory. You will see brighter days. You will not feel this heaviness forever. You will not be depressed forever. You will not feel alone. It's going to be made quite evident that you are protected. If some of y'all are concerned about children, your children are definitely protected. Some of y'all are worried about an actual literal son, like a male child. And also some of y'all, like if you have been feeling depleted and drained, because the sun gives you energy. If you have been feeling depleted and drained, you are going to start to feel more energy because you're going to feel more exuberant and more life. You're going to, it's just going to feel like your every vessel, everything about you is going to be infused with positivity. And it may not feel immediate. Like for some of y'all, it's going to be a burst because it's like a sunburst, right? But for others, it may not be so bluntly evident, but one day you'll just look up and you're just humming and singing and happy, and you'll realize, like, I haven't done this in a long time. Like, I just feel a sense of peace over me. That's what I'm getting. Let's get a clarifier for this Fool card. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Give me a clarifier for the Fool surrounding the moon. Okay, and that's crazy. The moon is about secrets. The card is face down. So something that's unknown to you. Whenever the card is face down and you can't see the image, like how that flipped up, something that's unknown to you about this situation. And I feel like because it's getting ready to clarify the Fool, taking a leap of faith into something new, it's something unknown to you about how to start anew or what's new coming in for you. Hangman, you are being released. Oh, I love it. So look at it. The word's upside down. The right. This is the Hangman. He's stuck in limbo. He can't get free. He doesn't know what to do. Major Arcana definite. You are being released from them shackles, friend. The fucking, and I keep wanting to say the moon. Of course, it's clarifying the moon. Somebody could be a Pisces, but the Hangman, no longer being stuck. This is that aha moment. You see that glow around his head? Aha. Like I see it now. That makes me think about a sunburst. Do you see that energy? You guys becoming free. Both of your clarifiers are major arcana. So this is definite. This is, if you don't feel nothing else from this reading, I'm going to confirm for you. You are about to be free. Free from being, because look at it's around his head. A lot of y'all are in your head. It's a lot of doubt. It's a lot of fear. It's a lot of worry in your head. That is being alleviated. That is being removed. No, you don't have any place for fear with the protection that you have around you. And for some of y'all, you will have a dream about being protected. Like it doesn't have to be like seeing angels and things like that. It could literally be like you see yourself walking down the street or something like that, and somebody comes and snatches your purse, and all of a sudden somebody comes and saves the day and snatches your purse back and protects you or something like that. It could be something just very random, but something emphasizing that you are protected. Something emphasizing that bad things just won't happen to you and go unnoticed and untaken care of. You get what I'm saying? So you have the Emperor reverse, going back to what I was getting with the, wow, this major arcana. What I was getting with the King of Wands, okay, in reverse, is like for some of y'all, you feel like a loss of power. Like you don't have control, because the Emperor, he has control over his kingdom, right? In reverse, he doesn't have control. So a lot of y'all feel like you don't have control. You may have experienced some type of financial losses, like I mentioned earlier, okay? Because even here, it's like needing to balance your finances or things not being balanced with your finances. Someone may have lost a job. If you're working, it feels like, hell, I'm just working just to pay bills. I don't have anything extra to do anything. All I do is work and pay bills. A lot of people are living like that. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's no way to live. We don't come here to just work and die. That's not what we come here for. We have to experience things, you know what I mean, and live life. And for a lot of y'all, that's what you feel. You feel like all you do is spend your money on paying bills. There's nothing extra. There's no happiness. You can't, do anything that will bring life to you. I love that we have the sun twice here, because they're telling you for sure, you will have a victory. That's going to happen. It's already being assured. Your angels are being dispatched. Okay. They are being dispatched. And you got a whole army protecting you. But again, keep in mind, when you have an army protecting you, an army is only needed to go into active duty and to go into service when you're being attacked. So a lot of you all are dealing with that right now, and we spoke about that earlier. Let's get a clarifier for the Judgment card. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Give me a clarifier. Look at this shit. Okay, and then landed on top of the fool. Let me tell you something. You'll be a fool if you thought that your spirit guides weren't protecting you. You keep getting the same damn cards. The judgment card is only coming up in reverse because you feel like you're not being protected. You don't see it. Because a lot of stuff is happening. It's like, ain't no way I got no protection. And this keeps happening to me, or that's been happening to me. So in your mind, that's not happening. But we're clarifying this with this. And it landed on top of the fool because it's like, you would be foolish if you think that your spirit guides are not jumping through hoops for you behind the scenes. That's what's happening, my friend. You have the judgment card, clarifying the judgment card. Also, we just had the emperor in reverse. Now you got the empress in reverse. Some of y'all, you're going through some type of divorce or some type of ending in your relationship. And also, I definitely feel like if you are a feminine, you feel like you have never been protected. Somebody is dealing with some issues with some childhood wounding during this time. You see how right in the middle, you have families on each side, and right in the middle of each side, there's small children. So keep in mind, 10, we're in October, the number 10 is amplified. Every month that you're in, that number is amplified, right? People don't talk about that. But with that 10, again, that's talking about endings, new beginnings. For a lot of you all, some stuff is going to come to the surface about childhood trauma. You may not have even realized that you had that. It's going to come to the surface. And it may be coming to the surface possibly because of some things that you do as a parent. And it's being addressed or called out. And it's making you reflect and look at it. This is this is a big time of healing. Because again, you got the sun twice. It's a big time of healing for a lot of you all. And it's going to be painful. Because now you have to come to terms or face the reality that, like, I didn't realize that I was repeating a cycle. But again, you're going to be victorious in it, but it just needs to be addressed. Because it wasn't addressed. Because if you have the judgment card reversed here, it wasn't addressed. But you have the judgment card twice, both major arcanas. They don't trump each other. Whether upright reverse, they're the same card. So it's confirmation that, A, a lot of y'all don't feel like you're protected. And B, a lot of y'all didn't realize that there's some things, you have some wounding that needs to be healed. But you will be victorious in it because you have the 6 of Wands twice, the Sun twice. You're going to have healing. Yeah, you're going to be victorious. King of Swords, upright. He's upright. He's sitting on his throne. Remember all these royals that we had before. The Emperor was in reverse. The Empress in reverse. We had the King of Wands in reverse. You have the King of Swords upright. And this is going to happen during this time frame for you all. Keep in mind, we're in Libra season. In October, you got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. You will be victorious. That's going to happen. And also, again, Archangel Michael's color is blue. He's wearing this blue robe. It's just making me feel like he's sitting there armed and ready. Like I said, when it comes to you, spirit is ready. Spirit is ready. And they just sitting there chilling, waiting to be dispatched. That's what's happening here. Let's get a clarifier for the 5 of Swords. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. I'm also getting that a father figure is going to go to bat for someone. Your father, your grandfather, your husband, your children's father. If you are a masculine watching, I feel like you are going to have a strong inclination to protect someone during this time. To stand up and defend someone because you see that they are going through something very difficult and you know that they're on the brink of losing their shit, and it's like you're going to step in. Wow, this is crazy. I was just noticing this when I got ready to shuffle. Look, you keep getting the same cards. Again, there's 78 cards in both decks. Somebody feels like life has been breadcrumbing them. They're saying like, nah, you had to go through certain things. You had to experience certain things. Oh, wow. I'm just thinking about this also. You had the 6 of Wands twice, and you got the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles here, 666. And remember we seen the devil earlier. Yeah, this is confirmation. A lot of y'all are going through some type of spiritual attack, and we all go through it. There's not one person here on this world, on this ghetto ass rock, that has not experienced some type of spiritual attack, be it long standing or just for a short period of time. Every single one of us, because we are embodied with spirit, we are surrounded by spirit. So is nobody here that has not experienced some type of spiritual attack in one way or another. And it just seems like right now you're going through that cycle. But again, confirmation, you will be victorious. Let's get it, because he's victorious. He's defeated them. Someone was born in the year of the horse. Someone drives a Mustang. Somebody has a silver, gray, or bronze or copper color car. Let's get a clarifying for the Five of Swords. I'm also getting, I know this is random, but I'm also getting like somebody's getting a custom color paint job. Somebody's also dyeing their hair like a copperish, reddish, bronzes, amberish color. Keep in mind the seasons. Like if you live in the States, right, we're in fall. So a lot of people go to like colors like that, you know what I mean? Because it just kind of blends with the energy of the season. So I'm getting that also. Let's get a clarify for the Five of Swords. Dang. And that flipped up quick. Well, I'm going to leave this right here so you guys can see. I didn't move anything. So, let's see. Yeah, I like it. Nine of Swords, sleepless nights, anxieties, worries, and fears in reverse. You're coming out of, you know, being depressed. Because upright, he's going through it. Going through it. And as Swords, we are in the Swords time frame. We're in Libra season. So in reverse, this is very positive. You don't want to be in this position. You are letting go of things that you can't control. You are letting go of holding on tight. He's holding on tight. You're letting go of holding on tight to things that you feel like you needed to have control over. You're letting go of certain ideas and certain patterns. You're letting go of that. And that's letting you free. Some of you all have been having a very hard time sleeping at night, feeling discouraged, being in your head a lot. You have the Three of Pentacles, working, building, establishing something together. There's contract. Some of you guys are getting out of some type of contract that was unhealthy. If you notice this, the Three of Pentacles is a positive card, but in this particular deck, everything around him is dark. And look at his face. He doesn't look necessarily pleased with whatever's being said. You know what I'm saying? So it's making me feel like some of you all are in some type of soul contracts or some type of soul cycles that have not been very positive, have not been very pleasing. And it's positive. It's a positive thing that you're getting out of it. You had quite a few threes also. You got the Empress, right? She's a 3. You got 3 of Pentacles. Just talking about the 3 energy, you also have 1, 2, 3 animals here. So over the next 3 days, and there's 3 people here also. 1, 2, 3. Over the next 3 days, you could be seeing shifts. Also on dates this month that have 3s in it, could be very significant days where you see a lot of action, you see a lot of stuff being produced, you see a lot going on. So the 3rd, 13th, 23rd, 30th, 31st. Don't forget, we have the full moon on the 6th, October 6th. And I always tell you guys 3 days before, during, and 3 days after. So that would mean October 3rd, okay? You can start seeing the veil lift on situations. You can start seeing people's true motives, people's true intentions. You can have, like I said, this burst of energy because things are healing within you. Over the next 3 days is going to catch. I'm getting that also. Over the next 3 days is going to catch, because keep in mind, this is the 9 of Swords, and 9 is, you know, brought up in numerics of 3. And so for a lot of y'all, I'm getting like over the next 3 days, you'll be sleeping really good. And that's typically odd for some people, because during a time like right before or during the new or full moon, people don't sleep as well. I feel like you're going to be sleeping very good. And I do feel like your dreams are going to be very active. Like you're going to be having a lot of downloads. You're going to be getting a lot of spirit messages. So this is positive. We want this in reverse, because upright, he's going through it. He or she, this person's going through it. You got in reverse, very positive. And that's why I said getting out of your head. Getting out of your head, and that's right over it. So that's confirmation. You are going to be victorious in this. Your spirit guides have not left your side. Again, if you're saying like, oh, this is bullshit because I've been going through this, I've been going through that, listen to what I said again. Listen to what I said, not what you want to hear. Okay? If you feel like you have not been protected, open your mouth and say, spirit guides and guardians of light, love, and divine protection, I give you permission to protect me. Say it. It's just that simple. And I will say it today because today is the 1st of the month. So let's go ahead and activate that right now. Let's get this going. Let's get this cracking. Call in the spirit guides. Let them know that you need their divine protection. And that's it. And that's all. You ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Because you're going to be victorious. And for a lot of y'all, like I said, it's going to happen before Libra season wraps up. And I keep wanting to say Scorpio. So a lot of y'all, you're definitely going to see it play out in Scorpio season. Like you're going to be done with something that has been very heavy. You're coming to the end of that. We had the death card show up a couple times. That's not a physical death. That's for some of y'all an ego death. And also the ending of a very heavy cycle. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 major, oh, no, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. We don't count these because that's our main energies. You got 5 major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is a number of change. You also have the 5 of swords. He's won that battle. You may have felt like you lost a couple of little scrimmages with situations in your life, but ultimately you're going to win the battle. You're going to win the battle. You're going to win the war. You are going to win. And that's facts. Okay? So thank you guys so very much for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. As always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, subscribe. Please make sure you guys click the hype button. It is free. It helps the video circulate out to more people who need to see this message. Also, if you have someone who is going through something heavy and you feel like they need some type of pick-me-up or some type of confirmation that they are not alone in this situation, make sure you forward it to them. It is very helpful. You never know who you could be sending positive vibes, positive energy to, okay? So again, make sure you click that hype button, and until next time, take care and be well. Bye.